We have approximately 68 kids this year, and most of the activities utilize Indiana Department of Natural Resources Project WET or Indiana Go Fishing, which are programs that are tailored to the environment, however meet the standards that the teachers have to teach to, the Indiana teaching standards. So we have several people here that are trained in those programs, and so they're acting as counselors this week with the kids, and hopefully the kids are learning a lot. Calby, can you tell me how many years you've been coming to camp?
I think this is my 4th year.
I think so too. And what grade are you going to be in?
I'm going to be in 7th grade.
In 7th grade, okay. And you put together a 4-H project based on some of the activities that you've done here at camp?
Yes, in a way, kind of.
Okay.
It's soil and water conservation. And I talked to Jason Donati.
Okay.
And I did a project about the rain garden in front of the county building.
Okay.
And I talked about how the bioretention basin filters the water. And I kind of want to do a whole bunch of water projects, and I want to test the quality of water through different filters.
That's great.
It would be a long-term experiment,
right?
But I do want to do that.
Well, cool. And so you won at the local level, correct? Or won a place at the local level, and now your project is at the state fair, correct?
Yes.
That's awesome. And you are acting here as a junior counselor at camp, correct?
Yes.
Yes, and so because you're older, she's here to learn leadership and help out with the younger kids and be a mentor to them this week. And are you having fun being a junior counselor?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think you'll come back next year?
Probably.
Cool. All right, well, thank you.
All right, so let's get Mr. Nate out here in just a minute, and you guys will be ready to go fishing. Yay, fishing. Well, you guys have watching by yesterday, so you know that's a goal. I heard that.
Fishing poles came from Go Fish, Indiana, is what all these fishing poles came from. I did a seminar down in Indianapolis, and they provided us with 40 fishing poles, rods, reels, and everything to be to go fishing with. So that's Indiana Go Fishing is what it was. So they supplied all the fishing poles and stuff like that. Yeah, you can go back there and get your scoop gear on.
Oh, that is a fun boat, isn't it? And you down for the canal?
When it's you feel it dirt, let's go. I want like it. Who's already fishing?
Here, why don't you come with me and you. Okay. Hold on a second, I'll help you. We'll help you get it out, okay? I'll cast it for you, all right?
Move mine down.
Okay, stand back a little bit.
Guys, move. Guys, stand back there. Two books? What the? Guys, go back. Go right. Don't go yet. Stand over there. Stand over there.
Take it to that picture.
Trying to be from houses. Hey, Jason, another pollutant would be you getting fired.
No, that's not a pollutant. Okay, let's stay on track here.
Like
Sediment.
Sediment, okay? So sediment is a pollutant. So right here on this hilly mountaintop here, what's the problem with what you see here?
you can see the soil.
no grass.
Like lava.
Try to raise your hand. What did Finley say?
There's any grass.
There's no grass or vegetation or roots to help hold this soil in. So when it rains and you have this creek here, what happens?
All the soil goes in there.
Huh?
All the soil goes
And that's called erosion.
Good job.
So I'm going to sprinkle some of that soil up here so when it rains we can see what happens. Okay? Same thing over here in a construction site, right? If they're doing construction and a rainstorm comes and they don't have silt fences and stuff here to protect it, or vegetation of some sort to protect it from going to the street, you could have some soil runoff. What about here along the creek bed?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll put some soil there too.
And by the river.
And by the river. So you can already see some pollution happening there. All right, somebody brought up fertilizers and pesticides at one point, right? Kelby? So right here on the grass in the subdivision, do you think people use fertilizers to help keep their grass green?
Yeah.
You ever see those signs when you're walking that says stay off the grass?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times that's because they've just recently put a fertilizer application on there. So we'll sprinkle that. That's what they do to keep it nice and green.
Why is it on the street?
Because that's a great question. That happens a lot. Because a lot of times they'll do what you call a broadcast spray, and they'll just spray it everywhere, and a lot of it will get on the street, which is a impervious surface. And then when it rains, that runs down into the creek and into the water.
When's it gonna rain?
Just be patient. Golf courses, do you think golf courses use fertilizer, insecticides, and pesticides? Okay, a lot.
Unless it's fake grass. Certainly.
So if this is corn and soybean fields here, do you think they use it too?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody got dogs?
What about on the golf course on the mountain?
You got dogs? So where do your dogs go to the bathroom? The toilet?
In your yard.
That'd be funny.
Huh? Raise your hand. In the basement?
In my house.
Okay, so most dogs go in the backyard, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll put some of this back here. So a lot of times people don't pick up after dogs. And then you have problems with that when it rains. So we'll add that to the pet waste here, okay? Every once in a while, a lot of cities have old sewer systems that are called combined sewer systems. And if there's a large rainstorm, the storm water and the sanitary water combine and it kicks it out to the river.
What about the grass on top of the
So we're going to add a little bit of that here.
Is that poop?
This is the poop.
Yeah.
Any other pollutants you guys can think of?
What about why isn't there any on the grass on top of the
Trash.
Oh, there is a little bit up there.
Trash.
Trash. Good point. Litter. So here we have some litter. People like to drive along the street and throw out their McDonald's bags or whatever they've got done eating in there. Cigarette butts.
Once a fire started from that.
Oh yeah. Lots of stuff, right?
That one church caught on fire.
So are we forgetting anything? I'm sure we are. Yes.
Trash in the parking lot.
Trash in the parking lots. Put some there.
And sometimes
There's always trash in the parking lot, isn't there?
there's always trash on buildings, like on top of buildings.
Okay.
I didn't even notice.
You guys paying attention? Hey, over there. Paying attention? So, what we have here is a watershed with all the different pollutants that we talked about. These are called non-point source pollutants, okay? So, huh?
That's an ugly neighborhood.
It's funny that you bring that up because if you look closely at a lot of neighborhoods, they look like this in many ways. There's litter, there's fertilizer, there's dog waste, there's sedimentation. All of this happens on an everyday basis, right?
But you never notice it.
You never notice it because sometimes you don't think about that. So here's what we're going to do. Everybody needs to pay attention. We're going to make it rain, so make your thunderstorm noises. We're going to see what happens to the water quality after a rainstorm. Keep it up. This seems like a pretty nasty storm. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Literally, holy cow. Oh my goodness. So what's happening to the water? Have a seat. We'll let everybody come up. So what do you think's happening to the water?
Disgustingness.
Disgustingness.
Ridiculous.
What is this called?
Pollution.
Pollution. Specifically water pollution, right? So do you think this happens every time it rains?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it, right? We talked about it. These things that we talked about happen every day, right?
Flip the car over. Wind. The green car.
Flip them over.
It was wind.
So a lot of times we talked about if you don't clean up things properly, you have a lot of stormwater pollution that happens when it rains.
Flip the tractor on its side. Or put it the
I'm going to use this to help it.
Put the car right in there. Now it's a flood.
Okay, so what do you notice most about your water?
I don't know. We can't see. Make the cows die. Make it flood.
Okay, everybody can gently and slowly come up and gather around.
Make the car go into the water, right?
No, we're not going to do that. Okay, so what do you notice about our water?
It's dirty.
It's dirty, it's flooded, it's polluted.
Can I pour some?
Is it different colors?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that's what happens with stormwater pollution. That's what we call non-point source pollution.
Disgusting.
Okay? Do you think we would have as much stormwater pollution if we had less impervious surface? If this was one big forest, kind of like what we're in now, would there be this much stormwater pollution?
No.
Most likely not, right? We'd have a little bit of erosion in places. But for the most part, we wouldn't have as much stormwater pollution because a lot of this came from impervious surfaces. Okay, what most likely happen here is that tree would eventually fall in and make its way to the creek. We'd have all kinds of issues with that because with the erosion, the tree roots get eroded off.
So put it in the creek, the tree.
Okay, so we could place it in, this made it all the way down there. Have you ever seen the log jams that happen in the river? Like if you're walking on the bridge to downtown, there's a big log jam down there and all the trash that gets down there. Every year we do a White River cleanup and we pick up thousands of pounds of trash.
Make the fence fall on the cow.
So, now let's talk about what color was this before all the pollution?
Kind of white.
Kind of clear and white, right?
was brown at the bottom.
Okay, so what river do we live by in Muncie?
White River.
Why do you think they call it the White River?
Because it used to be white.
Raise your hand. Why?
Because it used to be white and clear.
It used to be white. The story is, back when Native Americans first settled here, they called it the Wapahani River, which translates to White River because it was so clear and it had white limestone at the bottom of it as the bedrock that when the water would flow, it looked white. You could literally see through it and see to the bottom where the white rock was.
Can you pour more water in?
Not yet. So now it doesn't look red, but there's pictures in the 1960s and 70s where our White River looked exactly like that. It was red, orange, yellow, all different kinds of colors from lots of different pollution. Now, typically after a rainstorm, what color does the White River look like? It looks brown, right? And a lot of that is based off of the combined sewers that we talked about. So sometimes the White River gets some combined sewer overflows to it, and some of it is sedimentation.
Well, sometimes
Miles?
the water might look brown, but it's just the bottom of the river.
Yeah.
It's brown.
Yep. A lot of times it is a lot of soil and sediment that's gotten in there, and that harms the fish and the aquatic habitat that's there. So what are some things we can do here to help prevent stormwater pollution?
Make a tornado.
No, that wouldn't help.
Yes,
Finley.
Start using reusable energy.
Okay. Start using reusable energy is what you said? What else? What could we do, say, here with the cows, maybe?
Clean up poop.
Clean up manure or poop? What about if we put this fence here to prevent the cows from wandering in the water? That would probably help, right?
But then they would die because they couldn't drink.
No, we could still figure out a way to get them water, but it's probably a good idea to keep them away from the water. Now, what else could we do? We could also scoot them over here and maybe add some vegetation before the water. So vegetation would be what? Grass, plants, flowers, and trees, maybe, okay? So we could add filter strips here, or riparian buffers. Hold on, don't touch anything, okay? Don't touch anything. So when the water flows there down the watershed, it would have to go through these filter strips of vegetation. What about up here on the construction site? We could put some more filter strips up there, right? So if we're not doing anything and the construction site is stopped for the time being, we could plant some grass on it to help keep soil in, right? We could also put the erosion control fence around it, so when it rains, it falls into the fence and doesn't make it to the impervious surface. What about here on this mountaintop? What could we do?
Filter strips.
We could plant grass and vegetation.
Drop the grass, the seeds down the mountain.
Put more vegetation, put more trees. What about our parking lots? Keep them clean. Don't litter.
Put more trash cans.
Put more trash cans. What else? Make sure that our cars aren't leaking oil, gasoline, and all types of stuff like that, right?
Okay.
You mean like this?
When everybody has some sassafras tea, if you want it, and everybody's finished their bracelet, gather back on your mat, and if we get everybody done in time, we still have time to do the serpent dance, okay?
My slithering serpents, that's our dance.
Yeah!
So learn it.
Where's the slithering serpent?
We're the slithering serpents. Raise your hand.
See, this should be your motto dance.
That's right. I see you, CJ.
The head of the snake. This dance is a contest between the dancers and the drummer. And he's going to try to trick us. Because he's going to play the drum. And when he makes a really loud beat on the drum, we change directions. And the tail of the snake will become the head of the snake. And so everybody has to turn and go the opposite direction. And he's going to get tricky. And he's going to start doing it 2 or 3 times in a row and try to confuse us. Okay? I'm going to be the head of the snake. He's going to be the tail of the snake. And I need everybody to line up in between us and follow me.
I can't find the feather fan.
I can't find it. That's okay. Just hold. It's on the table.
You want me to put it on you?
Everybody get behind me.
I'm gonna be in line.
Okay, reline. Let's start dancing. Duncan. Up, turn around. Up, 2 times. Same direction.
Dance.
That way. People don't know how to do
No, this way. No, it's this way. No, it isn't. You did it 3 times. Oh.
We got 2 halves of a snake. What happened? Okay.
You go that way. That way.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Can you please try this?
We made this powwow drum ourselves. It's made of a piece of maple trunk and a piece of rawhide. The rawhide we bought in a roll through a company and had it shipped to us. We take and soak it in water 24 hours before you can stretch it. And then once you get it stretched and held down, we put screws in ours to hold it. And after that, you just got a pretty good powwow drum. So.
We're getting ready to send them up anyway.
Okay.
Play it a little bit.
Hey, I need all my slithering serpents. You ready to go mess up?
We've had this teepee for several years. The poles are kind of old and there's a few poles short, but we've done this for years and it just made sense to bring it out here and let the kids, you know, enjoy it because they don't know it's short a few poles or that it's a little bit crooked right now. So, but it's something that they enjoy and they have a lot of fun. And it's a good way to teach them some other traditions as far as taking care of the river and the environment. So it makes a good learning environment for them.
Not too close.
Let him breathe.
You don't have to get on top of each other, but that's a little too close. Stay back, stay back. Scoot back. All right, have a seat, campers. I understand that, but right now that's not what we're doing, big guy. Stay back there a little bit.
I have no clue. That's what we're back over here.
Okay, have a seat, please. Okay, everybody paying attention?
Yes!
All right. I want to introduce a special guest. We have Mayor Tyler here, and I'd like to ask him to say a few words. Everybody give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Jason. Have you had a good time this week?
Yeah!
Can you tell me which ones of you hooked the park superintendent when you were fishing with the fish hooks?
Probably your grandson.
Probably my grandson. Have you had a good time, Tanner? Have you behaved yourself? Okay. How about you, CJ?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, from everything Jason said, you've all did a great job in participating in that. You should really be proud of yourself for what you learned this week in helping our environment and helping our community. So we're here to pass out the awards and then have lunch with you. And we'll be here for a while. So if you'd like to talk to the mayor, I'll be here for a while. You'll have to clear it with CJ and Tanner, though, on the questions you ask me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, I just want to say a few things before we get started. We also have another couple special guests from Praxis Consulting. They helped us pay for the backpacks here that you'll be receiving. Each camper will receive a backpack. All right. So let's give them a round of applause. What we'll do is, just so everybody kind of knows the agenda for the rest of the afternoon, we're going to call the kids up. They're going to receive a certificate and shake hands with everybody up here. You'll get a backpack and then have a seat. Then everyone's welcome to join us for lunch. And then there'll be Baskin-Robbins treats as well for each camper and some family. And then after that, if there are family members here, parents or guardians, you may sign your child out at the sign-in sheet that we have up here if you would like to go swimming. So make sure if you and the campers want to go swimming that you sign your child out, and you can head over to the beach and just let them know over there that you're with Camp Prairie Creek. If you're not going to go swimming, that's fine, or if a parent or guardian isn't here, make sure you stay here with the counselors and you can still play in this area until a parent or guardian comes, okay? Everybody understand? I just want to also take some time to thank everybody else that helped make camp special. Red Tail Land Conservancy, I don't know if Barry's here. I think he's going to come maybe a little later. But they were a big help with allowing us to use Muncie Woods and gave us a great educational tour at the Nature Preserve. So I just wanted to thank them. I want to thank the Parks Department and the Prairie Creek Reservoir and Ivan for helping out with all the stuff that they did this year, and all the other partners and everybody that's came to help participate. I want to also thank our counselors. Let's give them a round of applause. You guys were amazing. I couldn't have done it without you, no way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I really think you guys did an awesome job. So I just want to really say thank you to everybody who helped. All the parents that helped, all my other staff members that helped. We had an awesome week, and I'm really excited about the graduating class we have today. So what we're going to give you here is a 2012 Camp Prairie Creek Delaware County Youth Environmental Stewardship Award. Can everybody repeat that, please? So basically, that just means that you all now are tasked with helping us keep our environment clean, helping us respect our environment, teaching your friends and family members about what it's like to respect our environment, what it's like to be stewards of our environment. Take what you've learned this whole week and teach and share with others, okay?
Yes.
So after this, we'll all go walk around the park and pick up all the trash, okay? No one gets ice cream until it's cleaned, okay?
How about we throw water balloons at you?
Oh, don't do that. I forgot about that. I better take my phone off. Okay, we'll get started. When I call your name, come up and we'll give you your certificate and you'll get your backpacks. Shake hands with everyone and go have a seat, all right?
Daddy, are you sure you brought an extra pair of clothes?
I hope so. Okay, parents too, I forgot to mention, everybody was split up into teams. So if you haven't noticed, there's flags that they made representing their teams. So we'll do one at a time. Everybody wave their flag, one team at a time, and tell us what your team name is. Starting over here. Zoe. What do you got? The Slithering Snake. What do we got over here, Dariana? Purple Cobras. What about back there?
Flaming Falcon.
Flaming Falcon. What about over here, Miles?
Dancing Diamondbacks. Dancing Diamondbacks.
Woo! What about here?
Slithering Serpents.
Slithering Serpents. What about back here?
Running Wolves.
Great. All right. We had some great teams this year. Okay, first, to receive a certificate for an Environmental Stewardship Award, we have Miles Mullenberg.
Woo!
There you go, Miles. Congratulations, buddy.
Have fun?
Next, we have Aiden O'Donnell.
Good job, baby. Good guy.
Congratulations, Aiden. Next, we have Owen O'Donnell. Congratulations. Next, we have Cameron Reagan. Congratulations, buddy. Next, we have Rylan Riggin. Congratulations, Rylan. Congratulations. I like it. Next, we have Laney Ring. Good job, Laney. Good job. Congratulations, Laney. Next, we have Zach Ring. Good job, Laney. And you're a Yankees fan? Okay. Oh, poor kid. Congratulations. Congratulations. Back. Next, we have Destiny Roberts. Congratulations. Daddy. Next, we have a junior counselor who was also very helpful. I forgot to thank our junior counselors as well, so thank you, junior counselors. You guys were awesome. Zachary Royer. Thank you for your help. We appreciate it. That was good. Next, we have Dylan Sanders.
All right, Dylan.
Wow. Good job, Dylan. Congratulations. Next, we have Tanner Schiff. Congratulations, Tanner. Good job, Tanner. Good job, buddy. Where are you going? You're not leaving me already, are you? Next, we have Jayla Slide. I know your grandpa. Yeah, I know he is, yeah. Next, we have another junior counselor who was a great help, Kelby Stallings.
Oh yeah, she won.
Next we have a Christopher Thompson. Next I have Jaden White.
All right, Jaden.
Good job, Jaden. Congratulations.
Next I have Katie White.
Good job, Katie. Good job.
Next we have Sarah White.
All right, Sarah.
Good job, Sarah.
Next we have Knowledge Willen.
Good job, Knowledge. Congratulations.
Next we have Duke Williams.
Congratulations, Duke.
Next we have Gracie Williams.
All right, Gracie.
Next we have Hannah Williams.
All right, Hannah.
Congratulations.
All right, Hannah, give me attitude.
Benjamin Wilson. Benjamin, there you are. Come on up here.
Come on. Nice to meet you, buddy. Congratulations.
Next we have Trenton Sanders.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Trenton.
Next we have Ethan Hartsook. Next we have Colby Kring. And Jaden Kring. Oh, sorry, Jaden. Sorry, buddy. We'll have to fix that for you. Next we have another junior counselor, Daxton Stevens. The acrobat. Next we have Kaylee Ekman. Next we have Firas.
Congratulations. Good job. Bubba, forgot to give you that. Good job. Congratulations.
Colton France.
I didn't know you underneath that hat.
Adam Glaze.
Yeah.
Come on, Adam.
Don't give up.
It's over here. Andrew Glaze. Another great junior counselor.
Thank you, Andrew. Congratulations.
Sierra Hodson. CJ Holiday. Good job, CJ.
You gonna give Grandpa a kiss? All right.
CJ, back.
There you go. Proud of you.
Ziza Keller. Duncan Kinsey Sherrill. Reagan Kramer, sorry.
Congratulations.
Riley Kramer. Dakota Landreth. Good job, Dakota. Good job, Dakota. Congratulations. Grant Loser. Jade Lowe. Another great junior counselor. Kirsten Lowe. Another great junior counselor. Trenton Lowe. Let's do that. Another great junior counselor, Bailey Maxwell. Carmen Maxwell. Good job, Carmen. Zoe Maxwell. Evan McClellan. Evan. Oh, he's not here. Morgan Mercer. Good job, Morgan.
There you go, Morgan. Congratulations.
Skylar Campbell. Good job, Skylar. No, it's over here.
I got that for you too, all right?
Colton Cecil. Good job, Colton. Good job. Come on over, Colton.
Come on, buddy.
There it is. Congratulations.
Like your backpack?
Dakota Cecil. Levi Klein. Toby Klein. Kyson Craycraft. Good job, Kyson. Rylan, another great junior counselor. Jordan Dodds. Kelby is Brooke. What's Brooke here? I'll give you hers.
What's your name? Let me see yours.
Another great junior counselor, Keyshawn Minor. Your certificate's over there. Now this is the part. Did we not call it? Did we forget anybody's name? Did we call everybody? That would be fabulous. All right, give these counselors or campers a round of applause. We do have one more. Mason Baumgartner. Okay, thank you everybody, and feel free to have some lunch, stick around, have some fun. Oh, okay.
That's right. Shake my hand. There you go.
I'd like to really thank Jason Donetti and his staff of volunteers for the Camp Prairie Creek project that he did for a number of weeks this summer out at Prairie Creek, giving our young children in our community an opportunity to get out there and enjoy the outdoors and learn a lot about conservation and outdoor activities. Just a great program that Jason has put together out there. Got to go out there and watch my grandson on the graduation day, and how much fun that he had along with the other kids being awarded their certificates, and then having an opportunity to have lunch out there together, and then getting in the lake and to the beach area and that, and enjoying themselves. But it's just a great program, and again, I believe that what it shows is the types of quality of life programs that we have by a lot of people that donate a lot of time to help put these projects together, and Camp Prairie Creek is just another great example of some of the great things that we have going on in our community. And thank you again for watching this show, and I hope you enjoyed it.